Welcome in to this edition of Jets Hockey, coming to you live from our broadcast studio in Western Canada. I am Shawnee Hill. Thank you so much for joining us here on YouTube to enjoy the game. Today we will have the Jets versus the Snipers, and the teams are out on the ice for warm-ups as we go live to the rink there. You see the Jets in the black jerseys. It looks like it'll be off to our left, and we'll see the Snipers in just a moment. But this is the seventh place matchup, and a bit interesting how we got here, as these two teams could have easily qualified for the fifth place matchup, but it was goal differential, some tournament semantics when it came to the tiebreakers, and that's how we ended up here. For the Jets in particular, they've had kind of an up and down tournament. That second game really was the only dud of the entire three-game set. But last game against the Mustangs was probably the gem of it all. A 6-4 victory, a couple of comebacks. It got a little chippy. It got a little intense. But ultimately, they were able to pull away with the victory and came up towards the top of Pool A. The winner of Pool A was actually the only team that they lost to, the Game 7 Edge. So before we get back to warm-ups in a minute, let's give you a little rundown of our opponent today. It is the SD Snipers from South Dakota. And here's what their tournament looked like thus far. So they had a big loss in their first game, 8-2. They followed up with a 7-0 victory, then a 5-1 victory to finish second in Pool C. Now, for the Jets, as I mentioned, they had 3 games of their own in Pool A, and they led off with a 3-1 victory over Hometown Hockey, followed up with a 7-2 defeat at Game 7 Edge, and then a 6-4 victory over the Mustangs White. Now, that loss in the middle of that 7-2 game doesn't quite tell the whole story, and we'll see they kind of come back here. So for now, we're actually going to head down to rinkside to talk with the captain, RJ Hill. RJ, thank you so much for joining us here. Big pivotal matchup today against the Snipers. What constitutes a good start for you? If you guys do this, what's going to help you get off to a good start?
I honestly think that we should honestly just score early, step on their throats as soon as possible, and don't let any goals in.
Now, obviously, when you get into the placing games, this being the 7th place game, the intensity tends to ramp up a bit. How can you guys play a good physical game without taking a lot of penalties?
Try not to. Checking isn't to just blow up the player; it's to get the puck away from the person. So I honestly think we should focus on getting the puck away from the person and more or less not directly on them.
Your starting goaltender today is going to be Maverick Cool. He played the second game there. What are you expecting to see today from your goaltender?
I think he's going to play a good, strong game. And as seen in Game 2, he made a lot of big saves. So I think he'll be he'll have a good game today.
RJ, thank you very much. Best of luck out there. So RJ Hill, the captain, joining us pre-game for a little bit of a chat there. And I talked a little bit about what this game could look like for the Snipers and the Jets. Now, these two teams, actually, a couple of them were staying within the same hotel, and the competition started to ramp up late last night. So we're expecting a pretty emotional contest here today between these two clubs. And again, whenever it's a placing game, whether it's a gold medal game, a 6th place game, a 7th place game, even a 12th place game, it's your final game of the tournament. You're looking to go home with a nice little victory under your belt. So we're expecting to see an intense matchup here today. And you see they're finishing up the warm-up period. And as I mentioned, it's going to be Maverick Cool in goal. I talked to Coach Hill before the game, the decision. He has 2 quality goaltenders on this roster, as he kind of said. And you look at the workload for Lucas Egan yesterday, save after save. And Maverick Cool in that game number 2, while the scoreboard showed a heavy number, he played fantastically as well. And Coach Hill told me, you put any goaltender in the net, they're going to be a confident team. But having both goaltenders give him a solid chance to win. So Maverick Cool will get the net today. Wouldn't be surprised if things go by the wayside to maybe see Lucas Egan come in and mend the tide a little bit, kind of calm things down. But it's going to be Cool's net at the start here. So in just a moment, we'll take you out for a puck drop in first period action. But once again, for all you joining us here on YouTube, thank you so much. I want to invite you down in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from and who you may be cheering for as well. And we appreciate your support, not only here on the broadcast, but for Jets hockey as a whole. But coming up in just a moment, it'll be the opening puck drop in the 7th place game. It'll be the Jets and the Snipers coming up next. We are live and back here, coming to you live from the broadcast studio. Once again, you are watching Jets hockey. And as we get started for the opening puck drop here today, once again, I invite you, if you're watching along on YouTube, to add your location in the comments. Let us know who you might be cheering for. And if you're enjoying the broadcast thus far today. On the left side, you have the Jets in black. It looks like it's going to be Moore, Malawi, and Watson starting off the game. Then you have the Snipers in the camouflage with the orange nameplates and the orange numbers. Looks like on the back end, I believe we have Latkin and Hill. So we are underway here in the 7th place game between the Jets and the Snipers. And the Snipers will throw it into the Jet zone, and Latkin will gather there and look to retreat behind his own net. Makes a little stop there, and they'll look to break out. Up to Watson. Watson up the right-hand side. Deeks trying to get to the head, looking for more, but that pass won't go. And in fact, did not gain the red line, so an early icing for the Jets. We're going to run out some line combinations for you at the bottom of your screen. This line coming out next. So we had the Moore, Malawi, Watson line start. Coming out now, we have Morgan, Corson, Nicolino, Johnson, and Weingartner. And we're expected to see a bit later Kilpatrick, Bose, and Spaziri. And then Feather, Carlance, and Clausen, which has been a very effective line for Coach Hill. We'll give you the defense pairings in just a moment as the Snipers on the attack, wide open in the slot, but can't pull the trigger on it. Over on the right-hand side now, the far side of the net, or the rink, excuse me. The Snipers looking to get control. Plays it back the other way. Gathered there and moved ahead. This is Nicolino Johnson. Nicolino Johnson with speed. Has Morgan Corson join in. Nicolino Johnson shot high. Stick saved by the goaltender. Strong first shot for the Jets. Tried to beat him over the stick hand side. Was unable to do so. Morgan Corson in there. Nicolino Johnson adding support. Getting a bit physical. Sipu keeps it in. Nicolino Johnson in the corner to Morgan Corson. Tried to get it in front roll just off their stick. In the corner now. Plays it up the side wall. Pressure there by the Jets with a Sniper get out. Wide open space there as they were going for a defensive change. This is Inoni. He's able to poke it away, and the Jets are going to complete the change. Snipers will as well. Speaking of the defensive pairings, you see them at the bottom of their screen. Coach Hill once again going with 5 defense. So we'll see some different combinations out there from time to time. And your starting goaltender, Maverick Cool. Goes by the nickname Goose. So Goose's creases today. Hill plays it in the zone as they look to clear. Pressure there by Carlance, so the Snipers are able to get it out. Good amount of open space in the neutral zone for both these teams thus far as the Snipers come in a bit organized. Oh, the drop pass. Good shot off the glove there of Cool. So he gets his first chance to feel the rubber and comes up with a big save. Pass through the slot does not go, and the Snipers will have to regroup in the neutral zone. Inoni looks over to Hill. Hill tried to get it to Feather. Banked off the skates there. Feather and Hill battle there in front of the Jets net. And the Snipers will gain control again. Towards the slot, another key shot. Cool didn't have to make a save there, but was in prime position to do so. Comes up to the point, the Snipers keep it in there. Trying to get to the corner. Feather's going to go and chip it ahead. Ooh, great play by the defenseman there to keep it in, but only for a moment. Latkin moves ahead. Onside come the Jets. As a player over on the other side, tried to get it across, but just sticked away. So we've seen a couple of open forwards through the slot, unable to really drive things home. Pass along the near side, Inoni. Inoni dumps it in. Physical play there as the Snipers like to finish a change. Latkin in. They stay on side. Oh, just not. I thought he might have cleared on the near side just out of camera view, but was unable to do so. We see some viewers tuning in from Duluth to Minneapolis, so on the road. We have some from New Jersey as well. Thank you so much for joining us here on the broadcast. 0-0 our score here on the 7th place game between the Jets and the Snipers. That's Braxton Steen for the Snipers, firing in deep. Cool plays it aside. In the corner now, battling through skates, trying to play it along. And the Jets will gather, looks to break out on the backhand there. Risky play, it is a turnover. Back to the point, high shot. Cool sticks it aside. Maybe a bit more of a pad than the stick, but a solid save nevertheless. And you see the physicality there on that loose puck starting to get shoulders up. We're expecting these two teams, if you didn't join us for the pregame show, got a little vocal in the team hotels between these two clubs. A little bit of a familiarity even before the game. So there's definitely high emotion, not just for the placing, but between these two teams in particular. So we'll see how this plays out throughout. This is a Kilpatrick on the far side. Who goes behind that, tries to wrap it around in front. Cannot go. Kept into the point there. Shot. Deflection wide of the net. Perhaps the goaltender got a stick on that one. The Jets looking to regroup. This is Latkin. Latkin with a move. Throws towards the side. Over to the far side. He shoots. Oh, just wide of the net. Good scoring opportunity there on the forehand, but under the slam at home. Jets recover yet again. This looks like Moore tries to get it hauled down. Arm doesn't go. Perhaps a little bit of stick work and a hook there by the Snipers. They get away, and there's the whistle. So it looks like it was the official at the blue line that ended up making that call. And with 10:29 to go here in the first period, the Jets will head to their first power play. We heard the official there. No microphone, but a loud voice there, letting us know. I believe that was 28 on the call. We'll get word from our team at the rink there. I want to give a shout out to Simon and John. John on the camera, Simon on the stats. Really appreciate their help throughout the weekend. Mullally with a shot just wide. And that'll go up and out of play. So the Jets power play comes on out. Looks to be Mullally, Moore, and Watson up front. And I believe we have Hill and Ionone on the defense. Mullally plays it back to Ionone. Looks over to Hill. Hill surveys, fires it towards the net, blocked in front. The Snipers will look to make it clear on the PK. Good, strong puck support there. Watson. Watson and Moore go to work. Mullally intercepts. And that'll go back to Hill. Hill from the point. Tries to fire it through. No screen in front, but have plenty of rebounds there. It pokes away, and Mullally pokes it home! So on the power play, Mullally's able to finish the effort. Hill fired it in front. Watson in there sticking it along, but it'll be Mullally who puts it home. Brendan Mullally. He gets his first of the tournament, and the Jets have a 1-0 lead. So the power play is successful. And the Jets go up 1-0. Great puck support there from the corner to get that loose puck back out to Hill. Hill from the point able to fire it home. And Mullally found the rebound and slammed it into the back of the net for the Jets' first goal. The Snipers looking to get the equalizer. Pass in front, lost in skates. Cool tracks it and is able to stick it aside. The Jets really only one shot credited on that power play. It's all they needed. Cool with another big save up in front. Rebound is cleared out in front of net. Snipers keeping it at the point. Shot deflected wide. Snipers now back at even strength after giving up that power play goal. Looking to get it right back. Pass across. Ooh, try to drop to a knee to get it home. Was unable to do so. Here come the Jets the other way. Nicolino Johnson shot, and that's gobbled up by the goaltender. So after the power play goal, the Snipers with good offensive pressure. And Coach Hill thus far rolling 4 lines pretty consistently. Brody Feather comes out to take this draw to the goaltender's left. And looks like Williams and Ionone on the defense here. They'll play it up towards Williams. Williams has to retreat, and the Snipers will look to roll through the neutral zone. Pass over to the right wing side. And they called onside. I guess it just got over the line. Shot, easy save by Cole and Ionone. Plays it back around. Caleb Klarlance trying to chase that puck down. So Ionone keeps it in. There's Clausen. Ionone now unable to keep it down. Assuming that's Feather. Yellow helmet got me again. It was Brody Feather and Zach Ionone, both with the yellow buckets there, and both pretty similar skating styles and also great competitors as well. Batting so that is indeed Feather. Klarlance now. Excuse me, that's Clausen. Clausen, the shot high, saved by the goaltender. And the Snipers able to get right out, so no rebound opportunity there. Ionone now with speed. Has Clausen with them. They miscommunicate, and that goes through. Played now the Snipers. Look to pass it across. Intercepted there by both yellow buckets, but Brody Feather able to get his stick on it. And Inoni will settle it down in the Jet zone. 1-0 our score. In the middle of a change there, got knocked away, trying to avoid too many men on the ice. Nice play by Spazzeri there to dangle. He's going to cross. This is Bose. Bose on the right side. The forehand shot, tried to go short side. Big save there by the goaltender. The Jets starting to get some quality opportunities. A lot of pucks going high. You wonder if that's the book on this particular goaltender, as opposed to maybe shooting a bit low and trying to get a rebound as they're having plenty of net front pressure. Kilpatrick plays it back to Inoni. Inoni to Hill. Hill looks up the right-hand side. Past Bose. But got a stick on it, so no icing. 7:15 remaining in the first period. The Jets recover in the corner, but turn it right over there. The Snipers will come out. Defenseman leading the rush. Trying to come in. Hill poke checks it away. Great job to neutralize it. And here come the Jets now. Down the far side, has a man with him. He looks to shoot himself. It sneaks through the goaltender. Does it cross the lines behind the net now? Oh, that goaltender thought he had, did not. Another shot from up in front does not go. Strong puck possession here. The Snipers, it's actually 2-on-3 there, but the Snipers do come away with it. So the Jets not committing that extra man, but that third forward high disrupts that outlet there. Hill steals that one. Looks to move up. Hill just get it deep as they look to perhaps complete the chain. Watson in on the forecheck. Snipers, long out that pass, gets all the way to the red line as the Jets are completing a change. That's Mullally, the goal scorer. He steals, and now he thunders ahead. Across the blue line to go. Has more joining him. Watson, the late trailer. The shot skipped aside and out of play. A strong rush there by Brendan Mullally, who has the power play goal, which is our difference thus far. Moore to take this draw for the Jets. Official trying to get his feet situated in the draw there, make sure it's an even draw. Once again, to the goaltenders right here. A lot of conversation here between the officials. Don't know, maybe perhaps the centers were exchanging pleasantries. We saw more there as Mullally pulls it behind that. We saw more in the last game to take two vicious cross checks to the back at the very end of the game. So glad to see him in the lineup as that one stick aside. Back to the point, fired home, but blocked in front. Snipers have an opportunity, but not able to complete the pass. As Williams like Watson at the half wall. Looks to play it ahead to Moore. Van Moore has room in front of him. Mullally in the front of the net, but it goes just a bit too far, and it's going to be icing. Oh, my. Moore unable to find the gear to gather that one. We have an icing or something behind the play here. Looks like the officials are going towards the scorer's table here. I believe it's just an icing. You see 5 on there. Perhaps just going to gather a new puck, have an extra one in the back pocket. This is what we didn't see earlier. USA Hockey asked them to keep these draws nice and quick. Usually the other official will grab a puck. We saw actually in the second game with the Jets down the 6-goal differential. So if a team's down this tournament by 6 goals, the clock starts to run. Clock was running. The officials very slow in the draw. The Snipers now regroup 2-on-2. They come in across the blue line. Unable to get a shot as they work it around the net. Tries to reverse course, stopped there by Inoni. Puck and skates, dug out there, and they'll look to move up. Oh, comes right through, high, the point shot, deflected, doesn't go. Snipers rebound, they score! So blocked in front. Poole was playing the initial play, and unfortunately that puck rattled around a bit and ended up on the stick of the Snipers. So a bad break there goes against the Jets as the shot from the wide open point deflected in front, rattled around, and ended up right on the stick of Brixton Steen. So that makes our score 1-1. And the Jets come right back with a shot. The goaltender was able to stick aside and out of play. Face off to the right here. Feather, Carlance, and Clausen. Shot doesn't go for the Jets there. Comes back to the point. Down to the corner, Feather. Feather skates on the half board. Goes, takes a shot. Rebound, Carlance can't find it. Another rebound, Feather can't get it. Pokes it around, and that in? No word from the official here. Saw some arms go up. Let's see. It looks like the goaltender does have it. Looks like maybe some arms in frustration there. But 2 more shots for the Jets in close. Jets lose that draw. The Snipers look to move up. Coming in on the forehand, the shot, the save, cool, and he swallows the rebound. Great save there by Maverick Cool. 7 saves just so far for the goaltender. You see the shot totals there, 15-8. The Jets out shooting the Snipers here in this 1-1 game. The Jets win the draw. Circle around their own net. Pass it ahead. Good outlet pass there, and the Jets should have numbers if they hurry. Look like Kilpatrick or perhaps Spaziri. Unable to see the 22 and the 23 there. Well, the pass does go anywhere. The Snipers come in, but no pressure there as Williams and Inoni come together to stifle that attempt. Gets past the point man there. Believe, is this going to be icing? Or hit the defenseman's stick? Nope, icing. A very late call there by the officials. So 1-1 our score. And this faceoff will be to the left of the goaltender as he goes for a skate. One back to the point. Shot blocked in front by the center. Mullally now. Looks to dangle, loses it. Moore follows up. Moore tried to get over to Watson, couldn't get it. Stays in the neutral zone. Snipers back the other way. They'll be dumped into the far corner. Zipu plays it back around. Trying to go up the same side to Mullally. Mullally unable to get it through. Good pressure there by the Snipers. They keep it in yet again. Try to throw it towards the front of net. Kick aside, goes right to a Sniper forward. The shot, glove, save, cool! Oh my! Another bad bounce and a breakdown led to a opportunity in close. But Maverick Cool with a little left-handed larceny, a groovy kind of glove, keeps this one tied at 1. Just under 4 minutes left to go here. Latkin looks to get it across. To Weingartner. Latkin gets it back to the point. Fires it back down. Morgan Corson can get stick on it. Nicolino Johnson tries to backhand it. Loose in the slot. But the Snipers will recover and clear. Inoni. Inoni wheels. Throws it over. Dumped in there. Weingartner chasing. Latkin at the point. Does a deke there. Works it on the left-hand side. Tries to get towards the slot. Still has it now. Looks, turns, fires. Good screen in front, but unable to go. Shot from the far side. That goes wide of the net. Nicolino Johnson now. Goes back. Inoni. Inoni at the right point. Fires it in through a screen of his own player. Makes the save. The puck is loose. And the Snipers are able to recover. Snipers, despite the camouflage, it still blocks the goalie's view there. Weingartner looks to move in. This is Latkin now. Has Morgan Corson with him. Bit bunched up there by the Jets. That results in a turnover. And they'll come in. It'll be 1-on-1. Feather, Nicolino Johnson acts. It's a 1-on-3. Shot cool with the save. Pokes the rebound away. And the Jets will look to move up. Jets in the midst of a change here. This is Feather now. Feather looking with Carlance. Feather looks, dekes to the right side now. Throws it in front to Carlance. Caleb Carlance shoots with the save made there. Snipers the other way. This is Inoni. Inoni trying to play the lane. Team Zach Inoni just about everywhere here in this first period. Jets trying to get it in, cannot. Right in front of our broadcast view. Over to Inoni. He'll take a second to let the Jets regroup. Pass ahead through the center. Feather now. Feather looks, waits, shot off the glove. Big shot there as we come to 1:30 left to go. Snipers through the neutral zone. Works towards forehand. Serves as a pass to the slot. Poked away there. The backhand shot. Believe might have caught a bit of cool there. If not just wide, but perfect position. Nowhere really to shoot, but to put it off. It sounded a little bit perhaps with the goaltender's mask, but we didn't see enough of a reaction to think, I guess with the faceoff coming out of the zone, they're going to say that it didn't connect. So faceoff here in the neutral zone. Kilpatrick, Ziri, and Bose, the forward unit for the Jets. Behind the net it goes. The Jets will look to break out. This will be Bose. Bose tries to play it towards the center. Read there by the Snipers' defense. They regroup. High slot. Shot from out far. Cool's got it all the way. Inside now. Goes through the legs there. Back out to the neutral zone. Where the Snipers look to break in. Pass towards the slot there. Intercept it. The Jets doing a pretty good job at staying in passing lanes. In fact, the goal and the most dangerous scoring opportunity actually came from blocked passes and blocked shots that just happened to fall in the snick of a Snipers player. Back at the point now. Wines, fires, deflection in front. Oh, nifty little play there. More of a slap pass than a shot on goal. It goes wide, though. So the Jets dodge a bullet there from the Snipers. No pun intended. Little regroup. Play it. The ref says onside. Trying to go through the slot. Stick lift there. Can't do it. Fired in weakly on Cool. Unable to gather it there. That rebound goes by. And that'll be the end of the first period. We have a 1-1 score after one. And we'll bring you more action in the second period in just a moment. But the Jets get off to the early power play goal. Brendan Mullally was able to put that in. The assist coming from RJ Hill on a nifty little play. That came 2:58 into the period. 4:58 into the period. The Jets got the 1-0 lead on the power play. Later, the Snipers were able to come back on a play where the puck knocked around in the center there and ended up on the loose stick of Brixton Steen. He was able to put that home with 9:44 remaining. So 1-1 our score. The Jets out shooting the Snipers for most of the period. Snipers putting some key chances on the board late in that period. And we'll get you back for second period action in just a moment. But if you are just joining us, we appreciate you tuning in here to Jets Hockey on YouTube. We invite you to be active down in the comments. Feel free to shout out your favorite player. Let us know who you're cheering for, or at the very least, where you are rooting from. And if you've watched our tournament coverage so far, we'd love for you to give a like to this video as well. Once again, you're watching Jets Hockey here on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to head back to the rink and get ready for second period action here in the 7th place game. So again, these two teams actually had good enough records to be in the 5th or 6th place game. Both of them finished second in their pool. The Jets in Pool A, the Snipers in Pool C, respectively. And these teams before this game had a little meet and greet, let's call it, with each other in the hotel. So as this game goes on, we'll see if that tends to come in, as we're expecting to see some chippy play and a bunch of emotion. But we're underway here in period number 2 between the Jets and the Snipers. The Jets in the black jersey, the Snipers in the camo. That puck whistled there with a high stick, so that'll go back into the Snipers zone. So this faceoff will go to the left of the goaltender. Bam Moore steps in to take the draw. Moore unable to win it. The Snipers will work up that same far side there and poke it ahead. 2-on-1 developing. Iannone, the only one back. Mullally on his horse trying to get there. Pass towards the slot does not go. So small little breakdown off the faceoff led to an odd man rush, but nothing comes of it. The Snipers behind the net now. They work, look to cycle in front. Iannone with the interception. Plays up to Mullally, and Mullally will skate it out. Knocked back in the zone, but recovered there. This looks like Latkin, the skating style. Back to Mullally. Mullally looks, deeks, shot in the forehand high and wide. Not so much wide, but definitely high. The Jets forwards have been shooting high most of the day. So not sure if this goaltender in particular has shown earlier in the tournament prone to giving up goals higher in the net. The snipers now. This is Jackson Hepper, one of 3 Jacksons on the sniper squad. To the side, back of the point there. Morgan Corson able to come in unknown and poke that puck away. But the defenseman unable to gather it, turns it over. The snipers now with some energy here, but Morgan Corson again won't let that go. You see the action right in front of us here. There's Inoni. Inoni circles, comes in the zone, to the slot. Deeks another, tries to get through the whole team and almost does it. In the corner now. Shrugs off a hit. And there's that physicality we thought we might be expecting there as some physical contact refs going to play thus far. Easy one, stick to side by Cool. Will gather behind their own net. Tries to rotate it back around. The snipers will play it off to the other side. The Jets have an opportunity to take that one and skate all the way out. Looks like Nicolino Johnson with speed splits the defense. In on goal, the backhand, the shot. Oh, a great save there by the goaltender. Tremendous speed out of their own zone to split the defense. And Ocean, horrible pass there. And this is going to come from a breakaway. Trying to get back to make up for it, but Cool's got him covered. Big save on the breakaway after a risky pass through the center. Led to an open opportunity. And Maverick Cool shuts it down. Penalty upcoming on the Jets. Logo shorthanded now. The Snipers goaltender leads the extra attacker. Cool covers it up there. And we'll get the official call here from ringside. But the Jets are going to go to the penalty kill here. Trying to peek into the scorers table there. Unable to do so. So we'll see who skates in there. Looks like it's going to be Nicolino Johnson. We'll get the official call. So the Jets, their first penalty kill, they were successful in their power play. Now looking to be successful in their penalty kill. And we've seen throughout the Jets do get aggressive on the PK as well. Not afraid to go forward and try to get a scoring opportunity. But the Snipers, a very fast team, one of the faster teams the Jets have played in this tournament. So I want to make sure you take care of home first before you look to get some. In last game, the Jets had a shorthanded goal that really helped propel the Tide there and get momentum in their favor. Thus far, the Snipers unable to set up. Feather disrupting there. Clausen now. Clausen tries to poke it ahead. Feather and Clausen get a bit bunched up there. That's what you don't want to see. The Snipers should have numbers coming back up. Hill points out the survey there. Tries to edge off. Keep him from the front of the net. In front, Cools makes the save as it goes up and over the net. Back around. Clausen intercepts. Looks to gain the red and fire it in. Right in on goal, so a save has to be made. Feather tries to get to the rebound. And we see Tucker Bowes come out in the change there. We'll see if Feather will change behind the play here and get some new forwards out, as it looks like the defense was able to change as well in the PK. So fresh troops. They're going to call a trip there on Bowes. So this is going to be a 5-on-3 momentarily. The Snipers, instead of turning it over, trying to get a scoring opportunity here. Goes off to Cool's left, back out in front, can't go. Very interesting move for the Snipers not just to turn it over here and get the 5-on-3 advantage. They take off precious time. And with 10:54 remaining in the period, and it looks like about a little over 30 seconds left to go, it'll be a tripping call now. So Nicolino Johnson already in the box for an elbow. Looks like it's going to be Tucker Bowes for a trip. We'll wait for an official word from the rink there. So a 5-on-3 now for the Snipers. And the temperature's starting to turn up there. It is Bowes for a trip. So Nicolino Johnson and Bowes in the box for the Jets. 5-on-3 for the Snipers. Back to the point. The right-hand shot fired, deflected in front. Cool's right there. Back the other side. Cool from post to post. Able to make the save. Oh, difficult play for the goaltender. As was on one side of the net, came out to the other. Able to get a good push and make a save. Back now to left point. Shot fired through. That goes wide, blocked in front. The right point now. Fires through. Another block. Not on goal off the side of the net. Looks like in just a couple of seconds, the Jets might be getting another man out of the box here as they dump it all the way down. There's Nicolino Johnson out, so 5-on-4 now. Disrupt it there. Kilpatrick couldn't get to it. The snipers were able to. The Jets defense cleared all the way down. Some loud banging from the benches there. They're getting fired up, especially with all those clears. Frustrating a power play is a great way to keep momentum, especially with a 5-on-3 opportunity. It was interesting at the time. The snipers could have had more time on the 5-on-3, but tried to go for the scoring chance just 5-on-4. They did get the goaltender out to make it 6-on-4, but only for a couple of seconds. And they've really gotten only a couple opportunities thus far, but nothing in the latter half. This goes ahead. The Jets with numbers here. Nicolino Johnson in front. Kilpatrick behind the net. The wraparound doesn't go. Johnson can't pull the trigger. Nicolino Johnson unable to fire that one has ended up on their stick. The pass across now to the left wing. Tries to dump pass intercepted by the Jets. They'll go back the other way with just a couple of seconds remaining. This is a short-handed opportunity still for the Jets. The snipers going from behind their own net. Look to play it up the near side wall. Through the neutral zone they go, but no spacing, another turnover. And Lloyd Williams says thank you very much and throws it all the way down. The snipers stop that at the blue line. Pass ahead to the right side. Towards the slot on the backhand. Back over to the right-hand side. The shot deflected by the defense, but Poole was right there. Turnover now. The point tries to get it through. 50-50 puck. The snipers get to it. So back to even strength now. With about 8 minutes or so left to go. The Jets move through the neutral zone. Tries to make it deep instead of getting it deep. We'll see that they'll come back as the Jets were looking to perhaps get a change there. And it comes back the other way. The snipers now working along, tight checking there by the Jets. They've really been sound below the goal line and marking their checks and making sure to kind of nullify every opportunities. Again, there's been a couple of bounces that's gone the snipers' ways. The Jets have gotten some of those in the offensive zone as well. But both teams have been pretty good defensively overall. Played out of danger and now out of the zone. Carlance unable to get it. The snipers intercept. That's Andrew Welling. Andrew Welling fighting down the wall there. Behind the net now. The snipers outnumber. They're starting to collapse the slot there. You see 4 below the dots there from the snipers. So they're starting to really activate their fence, get aggressive. That could be a trip on either one, and we'll see who they call that one on. I believe this is going to go against the snipers. The first one very easily could have been a trip, so perhaps the Jets get away with one. The second one, certainly a trip as well. Let's see who heads to the box here. Is this going to be a power play for which side here? It is definitely a tripping call. Face-off will be at center, as that's where the closest dot to when the whistle blew. See 4 Jets players, 4 snipers players. So let's see here. They're discussing it now. So it looks like it is going to go against the Jets. So they might have called this the first one there on Tucker Bowes. And now so the refs are discussing at center. That's going to go back. They might have called offsetting penalties here. Let's see. No, it's going to be a sniper's power play. So they did call the first trip and not the second. That's poked ahead. Bad face-off there. Now that's questionable whistle. Not sure why that happened there. The official discussing with Coach Hill. Okay. I believe what Coach Hill's potential argument is here is that the Jets, there's initial contact, but then as the player is falling, the sniper's player does swipe his stick there and knock down the Jets player. And the whistle hadn't gone at that point, so it's not a situation where, they're that it's not a penalty because the whistle already gone. Definitely in play. It's cool, makes a save there from the slot. So we'll try to maybe after the game ask Coach Hill about that one. That was an interesting call and perhaps a bit of a game-changing call here. Once again, our score is 1-1. The Snipers now on the power play. So this is a big opportunity. The Jets just killed off a 5-on-3. So the Snipers 0 for 2 thus far on the power play. Here on their third, puck in the air, knocked down by the Snipers. Around the back of the net now. The Jets always aggressive on the PK, trying to poke that one through. They're able to get control now. Have some numbers if they want it. Loses Inoni. Feather stays on there. Can't hold the line. So Brody Feather was in there just a hair over the line makes that play offside. And it looks like the Jets are going to take their timeout here. So the Jets take their timeout. It's a 1-1 game with a lot of the penalties being killed and a 5-on-3 and a 5-on-4. You wonder if this is a tactic by Coach Hill just to try to give his guys some rest. But perhaps also, we talked about the emotional temperature of this game. When you get some calls like that, it can tend to throw your bench a little out of whack. It tends to, perhaps you get focused on the wrong things. You're angry at the officials. You're angry at the other team. And I think Coach Hill is really going to try to corral his players here and make sure their heads are on straight. They've played a great game thus far. They've been out shooting the Snipers most of the game. And now they're killing yet another penalty. So you kind of see, I don't want to overread the body language here, but you see Coach Hill, hey, the calls might be my responsibility. You guys focus and get out there and play. This team didn't get a lot of time before the tournament to get a lot of practices in, things like that. You really saw them feeling each other out early in the tournament. But now they've shown themselves to be a well-oiled machine, and you're hoping that after that timeout, they can come out with a little bit of energy here. And who knows, perhaps we'll see a play drawn out. So you have 7:04 left to go in the second period. Once again, the Snipers on a power play. And the Jets dump it in deep. The Snipers now playing it ahead. The Jets intercept and dump it back in there. Mullally, the goal scorer for the Jets, on the forecheck there. So the Snipers are able to get by and come on out. They enter the zone, 3-on-2, onside. Defenseman falls. That's going to open up an opportunity to slot, but poked away. High slot now. The shot, cool, sticks it aside. The Snipers swarming now. And they work it out, and they'll dump it all the way down. Intercepted there by R.J. Hill. He'll dump it deep, looking to kill a little bit more time off as Bam Moore goes in on the forecheck. Moore and Morgan Corson, the forwards up front. Sipu, and we'll try to get the other defenseman in just a moment. This is going to be Morgan Corson. Looks, protects, tries to fire it just towards the center net, but it stays in. Looks like Latkin's the other defenseman there. He'll get his opportunity to disrupt the play here. He'll gather it up, use his legs, and backhand it up and out of the zone. All the way down. Still a couple seconds left on the power play here. Intercepted there by Moore. Opportunity here for the Jets. Shot high over the net. Once again, the Jets looking to get that puck high. The Jets now behind the net. Back at even strength now. Nicolino Johnson plays it back to the point. Sipu throws through. No deflection in front. It got right through the goaltender, who was able to make the big save. So we'll take a look over at the clock here now as we'll go ahead and update you on the shots as well. So 5:15 remaining. It's a 1-1 game. Shots thus far, the Jets ahead 21-16. And the face-off here to the Snipers' goaltender's left. Back around the net it goes. Plays it out the other side now. Looks to move up that far side wall. Over in that. Oh, thought it might have been a whistle for offside there. Looks like just an extra thing was that one goes into the bench. That'll bring a whistle. Here in second period action, our score. Jets 1, Snipers 1. Snipers now 0 for 3 on the power play. Jets only 1 power play opportunity, but they were able to capitalize. Face off back in Jet zone. Snipers win it cleanly. Shot kicked aside by the center. In the corner now. Trying to get it through skates, trying to work it aside. Back up to the left point. Fires it ahead. The Jets intercept, and they can have a 2-on-1 developing. Pass across. This is Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick across the line, but poked away. So an odd man opportunity doesn't go anywhere. The 1-on-2, 1-on-3 as the sniper is very slow to puck support here for the offensive pressure. Inoni, unable to get aside. Shot out. Cool makes the save there. Lost his stick in the process. Here we come back the other way. The snipers now over the line on the left wing side. Turns back, intercepted there by the Jets. And Inoni will settle it down. Inoni and Sipu both have had pretty great tournaments thus far. Back on the defensive end there as they try to work it up. Inoni now. Kilpatrick looks. Trying to play it ahead. And it'll go in. Spaziri on the forecheck. The snipers will play it around just out of the reach. Unable to be kept in by Kilpatrick. Hill gets it, fans on it, but it's actually going to turn out to a great pass to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick looking to try to get it to Spaziri. Unable to do so. Inoni keeps it in. They stay on side. Inoni now. And now the late whistle. You know, we try, they're volunteers. We try to give the officials the benefit of the doubt whenever we can, but there's been a couple of questionable offside calls in this game. It's kind of disrupted momentum for both teams. And when you're in a placing game, this being the 7th place game, you kind of want the stripes just to kind of stay out of the way and let the players play. And being out of position and making offside calls or missing offside calls as well can really frustrate the players on both sides. Feather now gets ahead to Clausen. Clausen looks, can't get it. The snipers will come back the other way. With speed, it's a 2-on-2. Plays it ahead. Over the blue line they go. A little bit of a camera lag there, so apologies. We're on back now. Behind the net as we dip to 3 minutes left to go here in the period. Up ahead, this is going to be Carlance, I believe. Ahead of the defense, tries to get through the backhand. Hit the post. Perhaps a trip there and a hook. Not sure when the whistle exactly went, as our rink audio got a little bit low there. So it's definitely going to be a call. It's a hooking call on the snipers. So the Jets will get their second power play opportunity. They're both going to go. Oh, my. Chance Clausen. Clausen's going to get an interference and perhaps additional misconduct here. Let's see. We're trying to get through all the signs there. Clausen was hauled down on the hook. Not sure that they're calling an interference or a dive. I guess when Clausen's trying to fill the lane there, going to the center of the net. Not an easy call for the officials. I'll make that very clear. It's not an easy call. Players trying to battle for ice, but I have to be honest, hard to see that one go down as it was called. And you see in the chat there, wondering about the penalty shot. The penalty was not on the player with the puck. So the interesting call there is you're not going to get a penalty shot because the shooter wasn't impeded, besides by the player being hauled down and bumping in. But that's the way the rule book will try to go. So it's going to be 5-on-5, no power play either side. And we'll try to get the full breakdown of calls there, perhaps during the intermission, as I know we're late in the period here. Malali now, backhand. Oh, just side. Feather now, behind the net. Looks over his options. Malali's there, the pass can't go. The snipers now look to get it out, and it's intercepted there. That's Van Moore. Moore to Feather. Feather on the right side. Right-handed shot works towards the corner. Comes back around. So it looks like the calls on that one, they called a Clausen for interference, and the snipers go for hooking. So those penalties will offset. That's a dangerous pass across the slot. That shot goes high and wide. We're coming now to just about 2 minutes left to play, 2:05 officially. Our score 1-1 here in the 7th place game. From the point, shot blocked in front. Backhand towards the official as he'll go off for a change. Back out wide open slot. The point man comes in. Shot. Save cool. Rebound. Save cool. The second one sticked away. Maverick Cool with back-to-back saves there from the shot out high and the close rebound. Here come the snipers now. 2-on-2. Jets back in playing position. It's a 4-on-2 or 2-on-4, I should say. That one up high, and Cool is able to bring it home. Both goaltenders with a couple of key saves throughout to keep this one deadlocked. Both goals coming in the first period. With a minute 34 left, the sheet, at least on the scoring side, has been clean thus far. Maverick Cool looking to be doing a little net adjustment as well. So really doing it all there in the crease. Official, an display of dominance lets you know the net is securely in the ice. Face off on there with a Sniper's quick shot, and Cool when it got just a piece of it to keep it out. Snipers looked in front, can't get one. Trying to get it through the slot, but a good stick check there by the Jets squad. They'll fire it around the far board, so the Snipers are there to recover. Jets scrambling the first time, but that pokes away, and then all they're going to get to break out. That's Nicolino Johnson on the far side there. Was unable to get the number. Good speed coming through. Tried to dangle through the backside, couldn't get it. Sipu now. Unable to keep it in. He's going to go back out. Williams will play that aside. Sipu, number 4, plays it in a bit deeper. Coming through. There's a Clausen perhaps shot blocked in front. Thrown in front. Knocks the round. Poked home. Goaltender out of the net, but they can't get it on net. Perilous times for the Snipers goaltender. We're going to back out to the neutral zone. And now the Jets turn it over. 3-on-2 that far side winger there. Shot Cool, able to stick it aside. Got the pad on it. Sticks it away. Looks to start the break. The Snipers intercept. Ooh, loose puck there. Does go to the Snipers. That's poked away. And they'll look to move it out of their zone. Noah Sipu, who in that last game had a great defensive effort to keep a game 2-1. He got on his horse, able to come back as Kilpatrick makes the steal here. Shoots from the corner out in front. The rebound at the circle. The shot knocked away as well. 7 seconds left to go and an offensive zone draw for the Jets here. 7 seconds, probably a bit too long to pull the goaltender here with Coach Hill. I know he likes to be aggressive on that one. 7 seconds, just a bit too long. To the goaltender's left. Face off, one back. I know he at the point. Fires with seconds left to go. Shot, oh, just wide of the net. Johnson looks to work it back in front, and that'll do it for the second period. No goals in that period, but plenty of action. We remain tied at 1. So some unbelievable back and forth action there in the second period. And you look at that period for the Jets, some penalties from the officials, some questionable calls both ways. But at this point, going into the third period of a placing game, all that has to be out of your head, right? You have to make sure that you just play your game. And the Jets have played a great game thus far. And you take a look back now as they come together for the huddle. Coach Hill's probably going to try to rein his guys in and make sure that they play their game. They've been out shooting the Snipers thus far. We'll get an official update on that in a moment. And then on the back end, defensively, the beginning of the passive lanes, Maverick Cool, a tremendous performance in net, making key save after key save, really stopping a lot of their opportunities. And for the Jets here in the third, again, it's got to be their game. Can't have it be for the officials. Can't get caught down and perhaps the emotions coming into this game. We'll see if that still comes to fruition at any point. But, this is the final period right now, depending on how this period ends. If it's tied, go to a little bit of extra time. But this is the final period in the tournament. You want to leave on a high note, and that's what the Jets are going to look to do. And once again, if you're joining us here on YouTube, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. And feel free to put some comments down in the chat. Watching Jets hockey. We're going to bring you third period action in just a moment. All right, it's time to get set here. Third period action here in the 7th place game. We are underway now as the Jets will win the draw back in their own end. Snipers intercepted the red line. Look to come across. Stick check there on the left side. Trying to work RJ Hill and Inoni on the backside, trying to shut things down. And up the near wall, back to the point there. That'll be Prusner. Prusner tries to play it ahead, intercept it, and the Jets look to move out. Tries to stick handle around. It's Tucker Bowes who got a tripping call at the beginning of what ended up being a 5-on-3. But the Snipers are unable to capitalize. Behind the net now, the Snipers pulled aside. Trying to play ahead. Hill waited on that one. Almost got sticked away. In fact, he does get beat now. Inoni trying to recover. Good stick check there to nullify. And Inoni makes the interception. And he'll get the legs going. Loops back around. Surveys. Fires it off to his left. Good outlet pass there. Trying to work. It has support in the center, but goes in on himself. Top of the circle. He shoots. He scores! The Jets get the first one here in the second to take the lead 2-1. Had some support through the center, decided to take it himself. And I believe that was Lucas Spizziri who's going to get the goal to make it 2-1 Jets. Great outlet pass there from Inoni up to the left side. The Snipers now looking to get the equalizer there. That one goes off the side of the net. They look to cycle. Play it up to the half yard, back to the point. That's Welling. Welling tries to fire it through. Cannot. Back to the other point, and it gets out. So getting word there. Oh, shot over the other side. In front now, the shot. Big save. Cool. My apologies. Trying to get a scoring there from the official scorer. Look down for just a moment. Next thing I know, the puck's in the slot. And Maverick Cool is making another tremendous save. So officially on the score sheet, it's actually Brody Lacken that gets the goal. Spizziri is going to get the assist there. Back of the point. Blocked. In the high circle now. It's another one knocked away by Cool. 2-1 our score early here in the third period. Cleared out by the Jets defense all the way down. That's probably going to be an icing. Indeed it is. So with 13:04 remaining. Face-off will come all the way back down the other end. Maverick Cool looks at this face-off coming off to his right. And that'll be a face-off win for the Snipers. Face-off's been pretty even thus far. 13-11 in favor of the Jets. And that one up and out of play. All the way up, you see on that high catwalk there. So that one got some good distance. I believe with the deflections, that going to come out of the zone? Indeed it will. So once again, back here in our broadcast studio, looks like we're having some technical difficulties. We'll get you back out in just a moment to our live feed there. Third period action underway. The Jets get a 2-1 lead. So we're going to see if we can get our feed back up. Looks like we just lost connectivity for just a moment. And I believe it's back now. We'll try to get it in there as they get things set and ready to go. We'll get action just underway. So we apologize for technical difficulties, dealing with some rink Wi-Fi there. It tends to happen, as you can see, we're waiting for our feed. There we go. We're back. So we'll get you back live now as we pick up play. Here in the 7th place game, this is Zach Inoni on the right side now, 12-14 remaining. Tries to get towards the slot, cannot. The Snipers will intercept and work up to their left wing. This is Brixton Steen. And he dekes his own guy offside. So Brixton Steen comes in offside. He has the goal for the Snipers. So communicating with our crew there. We're back on the scene. We are back live. Let us know on YouTube. Make sure you're still seeing the feed there. For some reason you are not, please let us know in the comments. So we make sure that we're bringing you all of the third period action here. Behind the net now. Tries to get it through the slot. Cool's there and is able to poke it away. Back down in the corner. Williams battles there with the Snipers forward. And the Jets will look to move up. Out of the zone through the center of the ice, playing it to the left-hand side. Good, solid contact there. Separate man from the puck. A bit of a high stick there on the shorter player. Not called. Perhaps it is. Maybe we got one here. Let's see. With 11:30 to go, the Jets could be heading to a power play here. But again, we've been wrong before when we've seen very obvious calls be called something different. So we'll see who actually skates to the box here. And you see up on the board, it is a sniper's penalty. So this will be a power play for the Jets. They're 1 for 1 thus far. You see Lacken come in now on the right-hand side. Back to Lacken. Lacken looks, Inoni. Inoni fakes a shot, holds, looks, blinds, fires, shot, score! Looks like it might have been deflected in front. It went Lacken to Inoni, and we'll see who was in front that got the stick on. That looks like that was indeed Lucas Spizzirri. So the power play now, 2 for 2. You know, we talked to RJ Hill before the game about what needed to happen. He talked about they needed to stay out of the box, stay disciplined, and they needed to just get their shots on net. And they've done just that on the power play. 2 power play goals make the score 3-1 Jets. Puck is down at center. The Snipers look to move in. Shot. Dropped by Cool right there. Knocked it down and was able to swallow it up at his feet. So 3-1 our score. 2 power play goals for the Jets. And 2 goals here in the early going of the third. Face off, battled through, and the Jets get control, but knock it right through to the Snipers. Snipers now played across, right-hand side, tries to get it back. Little give and go, but can't get the shot off from a danger area. And Maverick Cool swallows that one. Maverick Cool cleans out his crease. It's been a strong game thus far. In fact, both goaltenders for the Jets have had quality tournaments. We talked about Lucas Egan in the last game. A couple of key saves to keep him in there. Maverick Cool in this one, large and in charge in the blue paint. We'll look to redrop that one. And one back by the Snipers, but out of the zone. Along the near boards now. They move in. Tries to throw it across. Gets it on the tape. The shot. Staying cool. Rebound. Doesn't go. Another one. And another save. Oh, my. Maverick Fuel. Pure nightmare fuel for the Snipers. A good give and go, got to the slot, makes one save there, bounces off to his left, comes across, makes another save there, and is able to gather up the rebound, and you heard the stick slamming. You heard the pouting going on from the Snipers group there. And I feel for them. They've had tremendous opportunity after tremendous opportunity, but unable to get one beyond the one thus far. Brody Feather moves up with speed across the line. Tries to get it off to the side, sneaks through, in on goal. Not quite a shot, but the goaltender had to stick it aside. Clausen's unable to gather it up there, and the Snipers will move back the other way. Over the blue line. Deeks looks, backhand, forehand, the shot, and they score. So they sneak through that one, some nifty plays, and that'll make it 3-2. So we got some goals coming here in the third period. And if the Jets aren't careful, the Snipers do live up to their name from time to time. As that was Andrew Welling who got through to the fence, some nifty stick handling, and put it up over the shoulder of Cool. 3-2 our score with 10:18 remaining. The Jets now back on the attack. Trying to play in the corner. Inoni keeps it in. Just on the line. Can't fire it all the way through, though. The Snipers will get it and look to move up. Pass to the slot. Got some room to skate there. Quickly closed off. And back the other way. This is Lacken. Lacken across the blue line. In on his own. The shot keeps it low and a great save there. Sometimes that's a bit tricky. The official now making a point as Lacken poked at the puck there. Wonder if they're going to make this call or just a warning. You'd hope it's just a warning. That's very light pressure. What we talked about these two teams before the game, getting a bit verbal, getting a bit chippy. So we're expecting to see a lot of emotion here in this third period. So extra pokes of the puck like Inoni did there. The officials are going to have to sort of clamp down. You're glad they did it with just a warning and not an official call, but they're going to be mindful. They're aware of the history, brief as it may be, but the history between these two teams. Play along up the far side now. Pass ahead. Jets could have numbers here to get to this loose puck. Try to dive to put it to the slot. Able to do so. Goaltender sticks to the side. A tremendous play there. I believe that was Lucas Ziri. Tried to poke in the front. Back to the point it goes. Shot through. Deflection. Goalie makes the save. Noah Stipu on that one. Passed ahead. This is Williams. Williams plays it off to the left. In they go. Looks to gather. So Patrick and Spaziri after again. Spaziri after again. The shot on goal. Saved there by the goaltender. The 22 of Lucas Spaziri and the 23 of J.J. Kilpatrick. When they get together, it's magic to watch. The way they cycle and the way they are able to move that puck, but sometimes a little hard to decipher the numbers there. But the save made by the goaltender for the Snipers, 28 saves thus far on 31 shots. Played ahead. Hill trying to get back. There's a trailer there for the Snipers. Doesn't see him. The second trailer comes. Pass across to the slot. The rebound. Save. Cool. The other one does not go. Another rebound through high traffic. Cool's able to get on it. Dangerous times here for the Jets. Is out of nowhere. The Snipers, were swarming. Malali looks to carry it out. Chips it ahead. Gets it out of play. This one doesn't have enough speed for icing. Moore tried to get it stuck aside. Malali intercepts. Malali on the half wall. Works towards the dot. Tried to get in front. Stays with it. Peeks again. Shot on goal. Over the net. This is Inoni. Inoni now. The deep. On his backhand. Tries to get the front. Poked away. Back to the point it goes. That's Hill. Hill tries to fire through Trevor Camp. Malali gets the loose puck. Can't fire it home. And the Snipers relieve the pressure a bit. Poke through. A little miscommunication there. And this will be Inoni. That'll gather, look to come behind his own net, perhaps rev it up, does a little bit deep there, on his horse. Nicolino Johnson revving through the neutral zone, looking for an open pass. Poked ahead to him. There on the left-hand side, goes behind the net, waits, looks over to Morgan Corson. Morgan Corson now, along the half board, plays it out in front, cannot go further. Intercepted now, Morgan Corson tried to play it down the feather, couldn't do so. The Snipers just get it out of the zone. Poked away by Morgan Corson, back in the zone. I believe that's Latkin will gather it up and look to move ahead. Chipped ahead, but not out. The Snipers intercept, and they'll come back in on the offensive. Morgan Corson can't clear. Inoni couldn't as well. Latkin out to Inoni. Inoni has Nicolino Johnson joining on the far side. On the backhand, looks. Deeks shoots high. The goaltender able to make the save, and you see the cross check in front. So we'll take a look at the clock here as we settle in. Just 6:46 left to go in a one-goal game. Face-off won by the Snipers. The look to move up, kept in there at the point. Behind the net it goes. The Jets looking to go. Weingartner trying to get in there on the forecheck. Comes back up high. Excuse me, that was Clausen and Weingartner both out there. Clausen now pulls it back down low. Tries to put a body on him. Play slowing down a bit. You see some of the fatigue come in for some of these players playing their fourth game. And also the intensity. The first period, or excuse me, the third period, started with tremendous energy, and you're perhaps seeing some of that emotional toll now. Looking to move up. Deeks back into traffic, though, unfortunately, and the Snipers will intercept and have a chance to get going, but poked away. Using speed, chips all to the board, looking to get it himself. Sends it by the fence, and Latkin's on the way. Latkin up the right-hand side. Has two Jets players with him. Stick the side, try to get to the slot. That's blocked by Escape. Brody Latkin with a great play just to get it there, but unable to get the pass towards the slot. Here come the Snipers the other way. Pass just out of the reach. On the left side on your screen. Behind the net, 2-on-1 for the Snipers, but the one Jet player comes away with it. Looks to move up, goes around the official. Brody Excuse me, that's Lloyd Williams again. Williams dumps it in. Williams behind the net. The Jets will pick it up there. Trying to complete a change. Both teams trying to get full personnel on the ice. See behind the net now. Goes to his backhand. No slot presence at the moment. The Jets just content to keep it on the outside. Behind the net, that pass just off his stick. Goes up towards the point, circles back around. Waits, comes across to the other side now. Winger throws it back. Jets just content to keep puck possession, but perhaps need a little bit more mojo. Hill thought about pinching, decides not as he sees the winger breaking out. It does give the Snipers a chance to clear, but Jets back good defensively. In the corner now. Points open, but nothing in the slot. Pinned him in the corner. There's now a slot opportunity. Shot, and Cool tears that one right into the glove. 4:34 remaining as you see our cameraman John giving you a look at the scoreboard there. Once again, I want to thank Simon and John for all of their help this weekend. Bringing you all the action so that I can make the call here from our broadcast studio. Snipers try to get control of the draw, but Mullally will get it. Tries to deke at the red line, turns it over. Snipers back the other way. They'll come up that right side, works on the backhand towards the slot, offloads, back now to the point. Shot fanned on there, falls down. If they can get it with speed, the Jets could have an opportunity here. Mullally, great back check there by the Snipers forward. Shot skipped aside. Now through the neutral zone, 2-on-2. Bad pass there, throws off the rhythm. All they can do is dump it in. Inoni now surveys, chips it right out. Shooting that with feather, try to get up to Inoni there. This one's going to go all the way for icing. Would have been a great opportunity there, but with 3:52 left, the faceoff will come all the way back down in the Jets' end. Face off now. Snipers try to control. The Jets will get it. Nicolino Johnson will move up. Through the neutral zone with speed. Just lost the puck there. And we're seeing a couple different line combinations from Coach Hill's squad now. This is going to be Iannone, Nicolino Johnson. And we'll see if Morgan Corson had been on that line earlier. It looks like Feather has also moved back to defense as well. Played ahead to go all the way down, but there's going to be another icing with 3:10 remaining. So the Jets, we've seen this before, are comfortable with their face-offs in getting these icings, and I think it's just about almost getting it out, making sure you're keeping it out, but it's a risky proposition to constantly be starting play in your own end. This face-off gathered by the Jets. Iannone trying to stretch the D there. Played aside. Back to the defenseman there. Plays ahead. The Snipers get it with speed. Fires big from the right side. Well, that's blocked in front. Doesn't get all the way through. The Snipers back to the high slot. Iannone intercepts. With speed coming up the right wing side. Looks to dangle. Toe drag in. Backhand, but that's poked by the defenseman. Gets back to it, though. Still has it. Waits. Dangles another just to embarrass him. Looks for a third, but this time backhands it across. This is Morgan Corson's on the far side. Hard to see the number there on the distance. He leaks through a couple. Tries to get it in front. Back to the point. This is Hill. Hill looks, fires. Maybe more of a slap pass there. But stays with it. The Jets now behind the net. Worked out towards the slot. Nobody there. Loose puck. Nicolino Johnson on it. Shoots and scores! Nicolino Johnson gives the Jets a 4-2 lead with just 2:25 left to go. I believe we're going to have a timeout here from the Snipers. Excellent puck possession there. Morgan Corson was in there, I believe. Zach Iannone. And it turns out to be Nicolino Johnson to put it home. So 4-2, your score. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the period. And now with the Snipers timeout here, both teams have used their timeouts. You remember Coach Hill called his a bit earlier in the second period there to try to settle his team down. You got to wonder if the Snipers might look to get the goaltender out a little bit early here. The Jets have been prone. They've played really strong defensively, but a couple bounces gone the other way. But when they get scrambling, they tend to be missing some checks from time to time. And so adding that extra forward out there could really benefit the Snipers. Obviously, 6-on-5 anytime benefits them, but just the way the puck seems to be bouncing in the Jets' end. If you're the Jets, you want to make cool, calm passes here, and you don't want to get caught up trying to dangle people. We saw Zach Ione. It did lead to a goal, but doing a lot of toe drags and a lot of shifting in the offensive zone, and you really can't afford a turnover that leads to an odd man rush the other way. So Weingartner, Clausen, and maybe having Carlance on the far side there. Cool sticks that one aside. Once again, 4-2 our score. Behind the net now. And that save whistled down. Is there going to be a penalty here or just chasing after the puck? They come out of the zone. I'm guessing a crease violation on that one. I believe we're at 2:10 remaining. Maybe just slightly under. Face off in the neutral zone. The Snipers will win it. Back behind the net. That is Feather. Feather plays along the boards. Sniper is able to keep that one in. Shot, that's one knocked away. Maybe we have a scoring opportunity here. It's Caleb Carlance, who's been lighting it up this tournament, unable to gather it down. As you see, the goaltender still in for the Snipers. We'll let you know if he indeed heads to the bench. Ione now looks a dangle again. That's what we talked about. A toe drag. It looks pretty, but if it leads to a turnover, it's going to be a nightmare. And there it is. Brody Feather gathers that one. He'll just chip it all the way out. Snipers in the neutral zone can't get it past the first wave of Jets players. So the Jets will keep it in now. Towards the corner as they look to tick off precious time up 2. The Snipers are able to get it there. We'll see if the goaltender will follow him up the ice. They play it all the way down. It kicks in. They come over to just about a minute remaining. Poked out of the zone by the Jets. Snipers intercept. Clausen looks to get it deeper. This is Parisi. He can't get it. And the Snipers will look. And the whistle goes. And we got ourselves a high stick.
Get him
with
out.
52.9 remaining. I believe that was played with a high stick, not a call. But this will put the face-off back into the Snipers' end. Once again, after the conclusion of this game, stick around for the post-game show. We'll go down, have some player interviews, talk to Coach Hill to get to the conclusion of this 7th-place matchup. Face-off won by the Jets. The shot blocked in front. Snipers recover. They'll pass out. A little bit of a Lone Ranger rush at the moment. Hill sticks up knowing he has support behind him. Really disrupted the momentum there. As the Jets look to move up, Snipers not forechecking here, giving Lakin plenty of room to skate. He ticks off precious time, especially with a 2-goal deficit. And forgive me, that was a high stick call. The Jets on the power play, so it was a call, not just play with a high stick. So at 23.5, the Jets on the power play, they are 2 for 2 for the power play, but I think they're just going to be content to just keep puck possession here. This face-off to the right of the Snipers goaltender. So with the man advantage, the Jets probably going to look to win this draw and just keep puck possession, not give an odd man rush the other way. Dumped in deeper behind the net. Maybe they'll add one more to the board. Working towards the front, the backhand stave, and it's sticked aside. Up to the point it goes. In the neutral zone now as the final seconds are looked to tick off. The Jets over the blue line. One dangle there. Waits, gets across the other side. Mullally backhands it towards the net, and that'll do it. Your final score, the Jets 4, the Snipers 2, and the Jets will take 7th place in the 2021 Easton Cup. A heck of a run for this team. had a second game that got away from them. Their third game, one of the best games of the tournament. This game in particular, a battle back and forth. The third period came in a 1-1 score. It ends a 4-2 final. You see some pleasantries being exchanged between the two clubs as their tournaments come to the end. So the Snipers will settle for 8th place. The Jets will take 7th. And as we come back live into our broadcast studio, stick around for just a moment. We'll have some post-game interviews and some final stats coming your way. But your final score, the Jets 4, the Snipers 2, in what's been a pretty good tournament for the Jets. Obviously, they'd love to finish a bit higher on the podium, or the podium at all, I should say. But in such a competitive tournament, sometimes one game or one period can sometimes sink you. So the Jets, record-wise, finished second in their pool. Could have easily been in that 5th place game. However, the goal differential and a couple other tiebreakers knocked them down to a 7-8 game and ended up being a pretty competitive battle thus far. A couple of standout stars in that game. You can't look any further than Maverick Cool, made a bunch of big saves in a pivotal game. In fact, both goaltenders played fantastically throughout the tournament. And also Lucas Spirizzi, been struggling with the name the whole time, but he's been fantastic as well. And I want to give Brendan Mullally a shout out for this game in particular. Strong on the puck, and Zach Ione, I feel like I was calling his name throughout the last 2 games. Strong skater, good on the puck. But eventually, it's a team game. It came together as a team. That one early start was really the only thing that sunk them in this tournament. In just a moment, we'll have more of a recap and give you some post-game interviews. But as for now, I want to thank you once again for watching us here on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Jets Hockey here on YouTube. Welcome back here to Jets Hockey. We're going to go down at ringside in just a moment. Then we're going to have an opportunity to talk to Brody Lakin and Lucas Spizzieri. And so I think even might be able to pull Tucker Bose as well, hearing from the truck. So we'll start off now with our first competitor here. We'll try to see who's down there at ringside and get them started there. So we'll get a look at the back of the jersey real quick, and we'll get started here on the post-game interview. We're going down ringside live, trying to get some of the technical elements together there. So we're going down now live to ringside. Let's see who we have down there. Can you hear me down there?
Yeah.
First and foremost, congratulations on 7th place. I know it's not where you wanted to finish, but you came back strong. Can you tell me the mindset before we get into what happened in this game? Can you tell me the mindset coming into this game? What was said in the dressing room that got you guys fired up to come out here for a victory?
We weren't too fired up, but we didn't want to be too fired up because we didn't want to be too fired up so we play bad. Because if we get too fired up, we have if we lose possession of the puck or something bad happens, we go down and we don't play good anymore. So we just kept it average, the tempo.
And you guys, once you got it together, you had a pretty strong first and second period. I want to take you back to a moment, if you remember. Coach Hill called a timeout in that second period. It looked like there was a couple of bad calls when the officials didn't go your way. Can you take me through what happened in that timeout, what Coach Hill said to maybe get you guys back on? Because after that timeout, you guys were like shot out of a cannon.
Yeah. He said that we need to calm down because we were getting too excited, and we needed to calm down so we could okay. Because same thing we said earlier, if we get one turnover, stuff might go downhill.
Yeah, and so it didn't go downhill. You guys kind of recovered. And I want to talk about your game in particular. You were out there battling. It seemed like you had a target on your back there. What are your takeaways from this game? What do you like about what you did, and how would you grade your performance overall?
I grade my performance pretty low, but it's not about me, it's about the team. It's just like a team effort. And I really didn't do that much. I just just passing. It's just like a team effort.
Hey, you know what? That's great. Humble as always. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We'll get on to our next interview in just a moment here. But you talk about, the effort out there. You talked about in the timeout, they kind of regrouped. They got people, together and really kind of stayed along. And it was going to be important for everyone to to kind of stay on the same page. And we'll go back down ringside yet again. Thank you so much for joining us here. It's Brody Larkin, correct? Brody, from the back end, Coach Hill, I know, asked a lot out of his defenseman. You really had to use your legs. How do you feel after a tournament like this where you kind of skated for miles, it seems?
I feel pretty good. A bit tired, but it was a good team effort. So at the end of the day, the adrenaline was moving, so I don't feel too bad. I feel good.
And I want to talk about special teams in particular. I know you were instrumental on there, but it seems on the penalty kill, you guys were very aggressive. And finally, the power play got started as well. And so let's talk about the power play specifically for this game. What were you seeing out there that allowed you guys to get 2 power play goals?